Started. Thanks for being patient. All right, Monica, you want to start?
Well, welcome everyone. Tonight we are going to do, we're going to go over a few announcements, and then we are going to do a little bit of training. We're actually going to present what our Leaders and Achievers presentation that we shared with the girls in Arizona. So I apologize for those of you that were in Arizona. You're going to have to hear it a second time, but we thought it would be beneficial for all of you guys to hear it too. We're going to talk about how Katie and I have had long-term success in this business. But before we do that, I think Katie's just going to go over a couple things and then we will get started on that.
Okay, sorry, I was making notes about that stupid Zoom. Just wanted to remind you guys of some upcoming things. We have a Discover Zaya call on March 24th, and we're going to do a group this month. So we'll probably open the group on that Tuesday, and we'll post some of your stories and some information and that kind of thing, so you can be dropping people in that group. We'll open it just like that Monday, so it'll be in the newsletter for that week. If you have a Zaya story you'd like to share, just send it over to one of us with a picture that you'd like to use and a little bit of background about why you're a rep and why you love it, and you know, what it's done for you. We love to showcase you guys. The more stories we can showcase, the better. And you know, we haven't refreshed these stories in probably 6 months. So, one moment.
5 minutes.
More than 5 minutes. We have more than 5 minutes on this call. Okay, so that's coming up, and if you guys could send us your stories, again, it's way more interesting if they hear from more people than just me and Monica. I'd love to show a wide variety of people and their success stories. And then we have a new rep Q&A the following Monday on the 28th. So that's like so perfect. It's okay, Lindy. It's so perfect because you can filter. It's like the most perfect system. You get them into that Discover Zaya group, they sign up, and boom, they're trained by that Monday. So it's a really fast turnaround. Another reminder, I'm sure you guys are aware that we have we're already a week into this promo for March, where as you bring people in, if you help launch them and help them with their launch party, you can both be successful and both earn a bonus. So I figured out that if you have a new rep join and they hit the $2,000 level in March, that's about a $1,200 paycheck. That includes the bonus and their commission. So, you know, we're not really supposed to publish that number publicly, but you can for sure tell people that in your messaging. I think you can say it in your stories. $1,200 is a really big amount of money for literally joining and having a party. You know, it could be as simple as that. So share those numbers with people. I think numbers are really, really motivating to a lot of people. And I think that's all I have, Monica. Is there anything I'm missing?
The connection calls.
Oh yeah, connection calls. So we're gonna update the times on our connection calls. If you don't know what I'm talking about, every day at 9 a.m. we have a chance for you to come connect. Sometimes there's training, sometimes we're just working together doing our power half hours. But we've gotten some feedback that you guys want some different times. So we're gonna try to drop a couple evening calls in and a lunch hour-ish call. But the schedule will change in April. So just be looking for that, because we already sort of had a set schedule for March. So we'll try that and see how that goes, and then we'll reassess. Okay.
Do you want to share your screen?
Why don't I'm gonna let you do it because it's not pulled up for me. You're the host now.
Not opening. Sorry, I don't know why that tab. There we go. I don't know why it's not in presentation mode. Maybe present record. I don't know. go to recording studio. I don't know. I don't know why it's not letting me make this bigger. I wasn't prepared to share my screen, so I'm like, there we go. That works. Okay. Get all that cleaned up. All right. So like I said, we are going to talk about how we have had success, continued success, a lot of success in this business with Zaya. I'm going to share some tips with you guys. Now, if I get this to move. Okay, so long-term success is a direct result of what you achieve every day. Goals provide your daily routine. Katie, we're going to kick it off with positive mindset.
Okay, sorry, I'm still working on this link, managing that. Okay, I'm here and I'm focused. Okay, you guys. Yeah, so this was really fun for us to write. And like Monica said, we wrote this presentation for our leaders and achievers, and we just wanted to share it with all of you because it's still, it's just so applicable to what we believe you need to have success in this business. And really, we don't just want you to have success. We want you to be here for a long time and have long-term success. And so when we were writing this, that's kind of what we were thinking of, not just how to have a great month, but how to enjoy this business long-term and be here for a while. So one of the things that we talked about that was really, really important when we laid out our, I don't know how many we have, 8 or 10 different things. I think the number one thing we came up with was a positive mindset. And it's so almost cliche to say positive mindset, but when we think of people in this business who have had long-term success, we really can't think of anybody that's a really negative person that's been here for a while and is still doing well. It's just so important, not only for this, but in so many aspects of life. So I love this this quote. Well, first of all, if you naturally struggle with having a positive mindset, and some people do, not everybody just has this natural positivity, and that's okay because there are ways we can get to it. The 2 biggest ways to get a positive mindset are to surround yourself with people who also have a positive mindset and to practice gratitude. And so gratitude is an antidote to negative emotions. It's a neutralizer of envy, hostility, worry, and irritation. Oh, I love that one. Whenever I'm feeling irritated with a bunch of people, I realize that I need more gratitude. It is savoring. It is not taking things for granted. It is present oriented. I love that. So a gratitude practice in your every single day is really, really helpful for staying positive. It could be as basic as you're having dinner with your family, going around and saying one thing you're grateful for, or writing down in your journal 3 things you're grateful for every day. Or just taking moments throughout the day to kind of snapshot what's happening right then and recognizing I am grateful for this blanket. I am grateful for the sun. I am grateful for this, coffee with my friend. And then as far as surrounding yourself with people, remember that the people around you really flavor your water. So make sure that it's a flavor that you want. And, sometimes when we look at our inner circle and think about the people we spend the most time with, a lot of times we can, there are family members, and it's like, well, I can't just remove family members from my life. It's not that easy. True, but if you can insert some more people that are positive and uplifting, it is amazing what that can do for your energy. We are totally like the 5 people we spend the most time with, so it's really important to choose those people wisely. So just, when it comes to Zaya, just think about like how you handle things like inventory issues, which we haven't really had those problems lately, but man, when we started, that was a huge thing. And you could just see, the people that would complain about things selling out, they just didn't last very long in this business because they couldn't see it as a positive. Whereas people that were winning were saying, oh my gosh, look at the company we're part of. Look at all of the growth that we are part of. It was just a completely different way of looking at the same thing. So how do you handle things like inventory, website issues, customer service? Are you, a person to get really angry at customer service right away? Or do you say, gosh, I know they're so busy because we've had so many orders? How do you handle those situations? And it filters down. So the way that you deal with those situations is how your team deals with those situations, which not to toot our own horn, but I think that's why our team is so positive because we try really, really hard to keep a positive mindset. But if people that get hung up on those kinds of small things and can't see the good, they have a limited vision, and you do need vision to be successful, and that comes from a positive mindset.
Awesome. Okay, so keeping your blinders on. So they talked about it a little bit at base camp, but not playing the comparison game, because if you play the comparison game, you will burn out. This business will not be fun for you. And when Katie and I started, there was only 300 reps in the company, so we all started, pretty close together, and there was people that flew by us, that started after us, and with such a small group of people, everybody knew everybody. And I think if we would have constantly been looking to our right and to our left and who's ahead of us and who just flew by us, I think that is a really quick way to burn out in this business. So I think it's just super important to just keep your blinders on and stay focused. I'm going to just share a little bit with you from this personal development book that I was reading about this. There's an expression in the animal kingdom: eyes in the front, born to hunt; eyes on the side, born to hide. For example, lions have eyes in the front of their heads, and they are hunters, while horses have eyes in the side of their heads and tend to be the prey. In the wild, this serves horses well because they have great peripheral vision. But with race horses, this is very detrimental and can cause them to run off course unless they remain focused. This is why trainers put blinders on race horses. It keeps them from getting distracted by what's beside them, what's behind them, and keeps them focused on what is in front of them. And I think that is exactly what we all need to do, is just kind of keep those blinders on, worry about yourself, worry about your journey. This is your business. It's nobody else's. You can take it as fast as you want to take it. You can take it as slow as you want to take it. So just try to, not be watching. I mean, it's great to watch other reps and see what they're doing, but if you are constantly, on watching their stories or worrying about what they're doing, that does nothing for your own business. So 5 things that you should remember. Number 1, everyone deals with rejection. Even the top reps in this company here know, just like you here know. We all have to work hard to find reps and party hosts. It's not easy for anybody. Number 3, even the most creative people in this business struggle to be innovative. Has it been done before? Did somebody else do it better? Number 4, jealousy is common, but there's a healthy and a destructive jealousy. Admiring someone's business and wanting to create something similar is awesome, but wanting to be better than them or wanting them to fail is obviously destructive. And number 5, no one has this all figured out. We are still all just kind of learning as we go. So just like I said, keep focused on what's ahead, and you will have long-term success in this business. Oh, sorry, hold on, there we go.
Is that next picture you, like, on that ball, or is that just a stock photo?
It's just not me.
I was trying to figure it out.
No, not me. I'll have to look. There's a good ass. I'll take it as a compliment.
All right, girls. So just remembering that the accolades go away. So this one is just all about doing this for a deeper reason than just to be on a leaderboard, or just to hit a promo. You've got to have a deeper why. And I think the people that have a deeper why, other than just, like I said, being top on the leaderboard or hitting a promo one month, those people stay longer because they're more tied and more rooted to the reason that they're here. If you happen to be at the base camp leadership training on Friday, I talked about your why. And when I was typing the notes for that, my computer kept changing, or I probably just mistyped it, to be honest. Instead of typing why, I kept typing way. And I realized, oh my gosh, it's such a cool little thing. Having a strong why is the way to have long-term success in this business. It's the way to enjoy your business more. So if you're not really familiar with your why, or if you don't know what your why is, I recommend spending some time with that. And asking questions, like, to get deeper to why you're here, and why you're on this call at 7:30 at night. It's late, you've all had full days. Why are you here? Why do you keep asking people to host parties even when you are told no? Why do you XYZ? So figuring out the root of why you're here is really important. And there's a quick exercise that I walked through on our call on Friday, which I think is helpful. So a lot of times we can be a little, I don't know where it is, my phone is a mess, but we can be a little bit vague. But if you keep asking the question why, you can get to the root of it. So why are you a rep? Because I love the leggings. Why do you love the leggings? Because they make my butt look good. Why is that important to you? Because I haven't felt confident about my butt since before having kids. And I just want other women to feel confident too. So then this person's why isn't just for the leggings, it's to help other women feel comfortable in their own skin. Do you see how you kind of pare it down? And it's the same, but it's deeper and it's more fleshed out. So I encourage you to kind of work through that and keep asking yourself why, until you really get to why you show up every day.
No, not me. Now I was like looking at her. So consistency and patience. And I know we talk about consistency all the time in this business, but to be honest, it is a huge part of our success. When, like Katie mentioned earlier, when we started in this business, things were not good. We had no inventory. And then once we got inventory, we were having issues with customer service, and they were just they were growing. We were growing so fast, and they were trying to, staff it. And there was just a lot of things that could have been really frustrating to a lot of people. And I'm sure a lot of people quit right away when all this was going on. But like Katie said, it's all about mindset and how you, these issues that come about and how you can turn them around and be like, well, this is awesome because we are having such huge growth in such a short amount of time. And, yes, we're selling out of the leggings, but that's because they're good and everybody wants them. And so, being patient with corporate and customer service and being gracious to them and knowing that that this company and customer service are doing whatever they can possibly do for us to make our businesses, grow and move smoothly. So again, it always goes back to that mindset and just how you think about the issues and how you turn them around into something positive. But then, staying consistent with your business. Katie and I aren't working our businesses, 8 hours a day, but we do show up daily. We touch it somehow, some way, every single day. I don't think that there's a day that goes by, even on vacation or something. I mean, we're gonna do a story, or we're gonna hop on and somebody needs a pair of leggings, or whatever it is, or we're gonna post in a party. So I think that's key, that you do touch your business every day, and then you set hours, certain days of the week that you are going to work your business for a couple hours in the morning or a couple hours in the evening, and stay consistent with that. And also consistency with posting on social media. You don't want to just post once a week and just expect people to know about your business or what you have to offer or what this business has to offer. So you have to show up on social media every single day and be present. And then also know that this business it's a journey, and it's not a sprint. And like Katie and I have said from the beginning, slow and steady wins the race. And I truly believe that. We have never taken shortcuts with this business or anything like that. We just, like I said, we show up every day and we show gratitude, and we're just thankful for all of you guys. We're going to talk about that a little bit, but just, know that we're here for the long haul, and Zaya isn't going anywhere. And like I think Zach said on our last, I don't know which leadership call, like the activewear business is just skyrocketing and it's going nowhere. And Zaya is just, we're going to continue to grow. We might not grow as fast as we grew over COVID, but we are growing. And we saw that jump from, from January to February with that short month. And we had our team volume was up and our courteous close was up. And so just know we're here for the long haul. And if you stay with it and you stay consistent and you're patient and you have gratitude, you will have success in this business. I have no doubt about it.
Yeah, good. That's like my favorite one. Okay, dreaming big. I think sometimes as women, I think we limit. That's okay. Sometimes as women, I think we really limit our dreams, how big they can get, because we are so busy taking care of everybody else's dreams. But you guys, having your own dreams, gosh, it's just such an important part of this. It's hard to achieve something if you don't dream it. So you've got to have a little bit of vision and be able to see something that hasn't happened for you yet. And this can be hard. So our brain is always looking to connect with something that it knows. So if your dream is something it's never experienced, your brain is going to try to tell you you can't achieve that. So this is why it's really important to find examples of people that have done it before. It doesn't even necessarily need to be in Zaya. Maybe it's another network marketer that you follow in another company that's achieved something that you want. Or maybe it's, maybe it's somebody that has, let's say you want to quit your job and stay home with your kids. Find an example of a person who's done that. There are plenty of examples of that in our company. And then they become your light. I'm gonna call Lindy Gall out for a minute, because I was Lindy's personally sponsored coach in Beachbody. Am I getting my terminology right? So late. So she was my upline like 8 years ago. And when I first started talking with Lindy about it and I asked her right away, I remember asking her right away, what's your rank? Where are you at? And how many other people are there? And like I was trying to put it together. And then Lindy hit a mark in that company. She was a 6-figure earner, and that became my goal. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be a 6-figure earner. And I just kind of kept my eyes on her and did what she did and used her as my dream, until I found my own dream, but it's so helpful to follow in the steps of somebody who's gone before. And in this business, Monica and I were mentored by Natalie Robinson and her husband, early on an incentive trip, and they kind of guided us and said, look for this kind of thing, and at this point, this is what's going to happen to your business, and it will look like this, and then it will turn into this. And they were so right. Like when we hit that number, our business looked a certain way. And so having somebody to follow in their footsteps is just so helpful for our brains. And I'm not saying that your goal needs to be to make 6 figures or quit your job or anything like that. Your goal in Zaya could be to make $300 a month so that gas is not such a pain in the ass, and that's great. Then if that is your dream and you're not currently achieving that, then find somebody who is, and that is the person that you're sort of looking to for a little bit of guidance. And then when you have a dream, guys, another thing about dreams is that they're really easy to forget about unless they're on your mind all the time. And one way to get them in your mind all the time is to see them. So if you don't have some sort of example around you of your dream, I think that's really helpful. Mine is on my laptop screensaver. I know Monica's is too. Like, visions we have for our life, and hang it up, post it, all of that stuff seems so silly, but it is if you can see it, you can remember it. It's like why I have my vitamins on the counter. They're way prettier in the cabinet, but I don't remember to take them if they're in the cabinet. It's the same with our dreams. So just make it obvious, so that you can remember that you're going after it.
Love that, because I'll be honest, when I first started this business, I didn't have like the vision. That's just not the way my brain worked. And Katie quickly showed me the way and the vision, and yeah, and now I definitely dream big. So, okay, we're going to talk about outsourcing. And I know a lot of you on this call probably are not to a point in your business where you need to outsource anything. But when you are, you need to do it. Again, I'm going to talk about Katie here, but for years now, she has told me that I needed to get a VA, and the type 1 Enneagram in me thought that I could just do it myself and I didn't need help, and nobody was going to do it like I could do it, and I didn't need anybody. But as the business grew and as the team grew, and just, I felt like I was focusing a lot on the team and not really my business. And so I decided to hire a VA, and it was the best decision I have made for my business. It's just been wonderful. And one of the things that, I never liked doing was social media, and she's awesome with that. So it has just really helped me enjoy my business more and not be stressed all the time. And it's just, when you're to a point where you can do it, please do it. And find somebody that loves to do things that you don't like to do. My VA and I don't want to say total opposites, but she's very organized. I don't know if I could handle a VA that wasn't, but yet she's very creative, and I'm just not that way. And she's an English major and loves to write, and I just do not. So I think it's super important when you decide that you want to get some help, to try to find somebody that is strong in points that you are not. And then, what was I going to say about her? I'm going to say something else about Madison. But even if you don't want to go through like a company and get a VA, if you have a friend, or I know when we were at the Leaders and Achievers retreat, Bethany Kleins was talking about just hiring her friend just for a couple hours a week to help her with returns or customer follow-up. So you don't need to do anything drastic. You can just, see if you have a friend that's willing to help you out for a couple hours a week and get things, some of those things that may be tedious or time consuming for you, they could just whip out in no time at all. And then, yeah, and it just like, I'm just trying to read through my notes here. But yes, it helps you just be more effective in your business, and like I said, focus on things that you want to focus on and that you enjoy with your business, and let your VA do the things that you don't like to do. So thank you, Katie. I should have listened to you a long time ago.
Oh, you're welcome. One thing, guys, about that outsourcing, back when I was in Beachbody and I had 3 kids under 3, I didn't have a VA yet, but I still wanted to work my business. And so I would trade kids with a neighbor. Like once a week, she would take my kids and then I would help her the next week. So you can outsource that way too. And that was really awesome. Okay. I love this one too. Making connections outside of your teams. I don't know that much makes me happier than when I see you guys like becoming friends out, in different team groups and outside of our team, and that is just so fun. And when you go to events and you can say hi to somebody you've never met that lives in a whole other state and isn't even on your team, and you just connected at the airport, and that's just so awesome. So just be open to this, because it really makes your business stronger. It makes your why stronger. It solidifies everything. It's building a strong web. So if you think of your business like a spider web, every connection you have with another person in this company is like a strand. And the more strands you have, the stronger your web is. If you only have a couple strands, it's not very strong and you can easily be like, oh, I'm going to leave. But if you have a ton of connections, then you feel differently about this space and you want to be here. And when you want to be here, you show up differently, right? So making connections is just, it's so important for that. But also you'll have a stronger support system because, hey, we don't know everything here. So you can learn stuff from outside of our team. You can learn different things to implement with your customers and your team. There's a higher learning potential and better resources for problem solving when you know more people. You can make friends all over the country and the world now that we're in Australia and Canada. I get so excited thinking about making some Australian friends that I can go visit. I don't have them yet, but they are coming and they better be ready for me to come visit. But you know, connection is not to be hokey, but connection is what life is all about, really, and what makes life better. So Zaya or otherwise, it's just good stuff. So we encourage connections outside of your teams.
Yes. All right, and we're gonna just finish up here with gratitude. Like Katie mentioned earlier, you have to have gratitude in this business. Every day, I mean, I'm just so thankful and just feel so blessed to have, you know, Katie have stumbled across this business and for me to decide to join and for her to decide to join me, and then this team that we have built together, because you guys, we just, I can't thank you enough for all your hard work, and it doesn't go unnoticed. And we appreciate you guys every single day, and we want you to know that. And just like, it doesn't, I mean, yes, we have gratitude for you guys and we appreciate you, but just every day, just writing down something that you're grateful for to start your day, and to start your, you know, your work day off right. And there's just this business, I think, I know it has helped so many people on this team. And I get choked up thinking about what it's done for my family and what it's done for Katie's family. And so just show gratitude. Some ways that you can show gratitude to your team: say a kind word in a note, handwritten note. Just listen, get on a call with a you know, a downline, an upline, a sideline, and just, you know, check in with them and listen. Give a little gift, give a compliment, offer to help out, send or say a thank you. Just recognizing your team members, offering some incentives to your downline, give them your time. So again, hop on a call with them, just check in with them, see how they're doing, have coffee, have lunch, something super simple. Acknowledge their impact in this business, what they've, you know, what they've helped you with and what they've done for you. Offering trainings shows gratitude. And then, you know, we got together, a lot of us on this team got together with your downlines for base camp. Just having those events just shows that you're grateful for your team. So yes, one of my favorite things to talk about, because we feel so grateful for all of you guys. And then I'm just going to end with our top 10 list for our long-term success in this business. So number one, have an abundant and positive mindset. We're going to say that over and over and over again. Be kind, show gratitude, don't give up, because if you don't give up, I promise you will have success in this business. Have fun, don't compare, take care of your mind and body, super important, set those boundaries, have patience, enjoy the journey, and dream big, you guys. We love you all. Thank you. I'm going to try not to cry.
So good. I hope you guys found this helpful. It really is this simple, and I mean, I started to say and this complicated, but I don't think it is complicated actually. I think it's more about this stuff than like party formats and sales techniques and strategies. It's about this. If you can do this stuff right, then you are golden.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so
guys.
much. Yeah,
have a great week, guys.
Have a great week. Have a great rest of the month. It's off to a bang already. So thank you, guys. Monica, don't hop off. I need you to give me back my hosting.
Okay. How do I do that?
Let me see if I can steal it.
You can take it back.
Oh, I'm so awkward tonight.